I had to do it.
I can't hear nothing, mate.
Can't hear nothing.
Imagine.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, where's he gone? Alright. Yeah, I'm in now.
Just wait then.
Mine are a bit loud. You're gonna break my nose. The shot edit.
Yeah, of course. Garage band.
That's what she would have wanted.
That'll do, innit? I think that's the last of that I've ever heard.
Enough of that.
I just wanted to start this first one with a little like thank you to you lot, because it's like the first time we're getting together to do the Unusual Suspects on a weekly basis,
Oh, you sweetheart.
and we've all done like a solo, like, you know, a pod together in this room. So, and I feel through this process I've got to know you a lot more, and it's like it's sick. So I like
Do we get gifts?
Solid.
it. You already got a mug, mate, so don't push it.
I haven't.
I paid for that
I
mug.
told you,
You
I
have?
ain't
Oh,
got
you
mine.
got-
I paid for that mug.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
In travel on the way here.
Well, anyway, cheers, mate.
Also, Patreon subscribing as well.
You're all kicked off.
Huh?
I'm starting it again. Yeah, with a better process.
It's going to be more expensive.
Yeah. £2. But cheap. So today, obviously, we started with the Queen. Should we start talking about the Queen? Just a little bit.
What about her, mate?
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble, and I don't want to be in trouble.
The conversation around the Queen is probably that we all don't give a fuck then.
Well, like Zach said the other day, I care as much as she gave a fuck about me. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's just difficult right now, isn't it? Like, obviously, you know, she was a poignant person in the UK,
Yeah.
but a lot of money's about to be fucking spent on
Yeah, have you seen how much?
wrapping up that process
Mm.
and bringing in Mr. Sausage Fingers.
6 billion.
Yeah, that picture was crazy.
What picture?
Of
You not
Charles.
You not seen his hand?
I ain't seen his hands, bro.
I didn't know if that was real or not.
What?
Have
I
you seen the
haven't
picture?
this. No,
Can I look this up, Chris?
It's like a
Yeah,
pack
yeah,
of
yeah,
Richmond sausages
What?
on the end of his fingers, or on his fingers. His
You reckon
fingers
he's
up.
been everywhere and everything all at once?
No comment.
That worked in two ways.
So Prince Andrew,
No, Prince Charles.
Prince
Or
Charles.
King Charles.
King Charles.
Andrew probably has the same condition.
Oh no, love
Pillow
it.
cover.
Yeah. Moving like pigs in blankets and that.
Let me see.
It's crazy.
Bro, that signal, that pinky ring's about to pop. Have a look.
Oh my god, they don't even look real. They just look swollen.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not real.
He's a lizard.
He's a lizard. So
Amazing.
we're moving into having a king. I mean, that doesn't. I don't think it means anything.
I mean, I'm not too au fait with like the rules around it, but I feel like maybe there could be some more manipulation of power. But that's just me reading between the lines.
What?
How do you mean?
Well, he still sits at like
He's
the
been
top
waiting a long time.
of the structure, right? So I do believe like you can be more involved if you want to be more involved. I feel like the Queen took a bit of a backseat when it came to politics. Like,
Yeah.
even when she did her speech on the referendum, like it was kind of vague. She was like, "This is gonna change your future drastically, so you need to think very hard about what you want to do." She didn't really poke in either direction, which I think it's good that she encouraged people to go and vote and think about it. But in hindsight, maybe she could encourage people to vote one way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not really a position, but it's like a sign-off position, really, when you think about it. Like Iraq, Tony Blair had to get her permission. So she's done things like that. I think from many sides of the world, a lot of people aren't exactly sad that she's dead, but, you know, look at her as a woman that's died. But from what she did from their angle, isn't very impressed with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that she's been there for so long, and maybe there's maybe been a consistency of like a slightly empathetic female in a powerful position, which I think is maybe quite good
Yeah.
on a whole. Like, you look at Liz Truss, she scares the shit out of me. Like, she's coarse as hell.
Did you beat it?
I mean,
Listen,
the Queen, yes. All due respect.
Dead.
is that pre or post Thursday?
Pre-Thursday.
I don't think Liz Truss is even real, though. She doesn't seem real to me.
I know what you mean.
She's a lizard.
Not even a lizard. It just doesn't seem real. Like the speech that she did, where she's just like, about we import
cheese.
most of our cheese.
Oh.
But you can almost tell she's looking at the guy where the
Doesn't
guy's
she go,
going,
that is
"Afford."
disgusting.
Yeah, but then
All right, man.
It's the speech time
Cheese.
is just so fucking off. It's so weird. So, but I said to my mate, like, is it that have they always been like this, or are we all looking at it a bit differently now? Are they always that fucking? Boris wasn't.
I mean, Boris can't sit there and really think that his speech about buying a kettle to reduce your energy bills. He can't.
Save that tenner.
He seriously can't think that serious. Someone must be telling him. Of
course not.
You need to say
But
this.
who's giving him that script? And
It's
being
got-
like,
it's-
oh, this one will work.
It's got to be Impractical Jokers, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
It's gotta be in
They're
his
just
ear.
slightly just taking the piss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I reckon it was the Queen.
she's been there for years. Just I like this one.
Try this, Boris.
Let's see what we can get him to say. Like the most outrageous shit. Let's just see.
Well, I mean, letterbox was pretty much the worst he's probably come up with, really.
What's that?
That people that wearing a burqa would look like letterbox.
Oh, that's when he was
yeah.
writing.
I remember
He had
that.
his column, wasn't he? And he was
Kind
like,
of jokes though, innit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
In that context. Right, Ash is on one.
It's coming with the energy. I'm here for
Wait,
it.
wait,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, he's bursting.
Out of interest, do you know much about like the structure, like the hierarchy of what the
How it's going to roll out now?
well, no, what the king can actually do? Like what is in his power?
No, not too much. I mean, no.
Because my understanding
Because
was
with them as well, I looked, their whole structure is kind of crazy as well. Like being a German family, and then how they got into their power, how they kept it for so long. There's a book called The Queen, and I think it's Hitler and the Queen Have a Cup of Tea. It's an actual book, and it's about their relationship together. But in the actual how the monarchy works, no, I'm not that knowledgeable at all. In the way, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But my
It's this power
understanding was
structure.
that she was kind of the only one that could have stepped in. You might want to fact check this. When the referendum happened.
Oh right, okay.
Really?
So that's why you were saying earlier
Like,
that
I
she
think
could vote.
like the person in that position has the power to sign off new bills. Like they have to kind of be on board with it,
Yeah.
which is why I would say that having Charles there is slightly more scary because maybe he's got even like deeper interests from maybe a business point of view or from like a relationship point of view.
Yeah.
That he might manipulate things even further.
Him and William though are quite eco warriors in a sense. They do quite a lot environmental wise, but I don't know.
Like what?
Just more on an industry basis, moving away from oil. But then you don't know. It's like anything. I find soon as like Liz Truss or whatever, everything she said within the first couple of days, she's introduced fracking. Everything she said she wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I follow this UK politics thing, and they're just like, she's done that. She's done that. So everything she said she wasn't going to do, she's doing. And it's like, they just need someone in that position to then put these things through.
Yeah,
And then they take the I just like on the news how much the news fucks with her. They get her to do times tables and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to answer that right now.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
And one news report was like, you promised to build 250,000 homes.
And then you didn't.
And
How
he's
many
like,
have you
how
built?
many have
Yeah,
you done?
yeah,
And
I've
it's
seen
like,
that, I've seen
like, she's like, well, I don't have the numbers right now. He's like, well, I could tell you 0. They just fuck with it. But then I've seen a shift in the news. Like I don't watch the news too much, but the shift in the news now looks like it's against politicians a lot of the time.
Oh, there was that Chris Cabba thing yesterday.
Oh.
And they
Sky News.
the Sky News coverage. Yeah. What the fuck?
I love that they're getting caught out on fucking dumb
Yeah,
shit like
it's
that
great.
though.
But that's mad. Like, obviously that happened earlier this week,
Yeah.
Tuesday or something, and it's completely dropped out of like the BBC newsfeed.
Yeah. Completely.
Obviously, maybe this is a big thing, but
Yeah.
this is still a very big thing.
So
like,
did
Yeah.
Savile, you know what I mean?
yeah, it should be important. Like it's dropped off social medias. Like people are just reposting pictures of the Queen to say thank you. Like half these people definitely didn't give a fuck 2 weeks ago about the Queen.
There's people at Buckingham Palace shedding tears.
There's also people fucking sniffing bag at Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. Did you join them?
I didn't. I actually.
One for Lizzie.
Go on, you go.
No, you go.
I was gonna say my girlfriend made a really good point yesterday about how like a friend of hers lost a really good friend of hers the other day, and all she wanted to do was fucking drop off a service of the earth, stop working, blah blah. But she had to keep ticking on. And why is it? Just because like some old woman's passed away that we all have to fucking stop everything and
I mean, when they cancel football and the boxing and this and that.
That's when I got pissed off.
No, but I mean, you're fine to go to work, but
Yeah.
any of your hobbies or pastimes, it's like that's not important enough.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
like I don't know, you can't pick and choose. If we're mourning. You days off work.
Yeah, exactly.
If not, everything should obviously, you know, minute silence, everyone sings the national anthem, whatever before the game,
Yeah.
black armbands, and then just get on with it.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know why they were scared? Because Liverpool were at home. That's why they were scared.
No, I reckon,
I'm serious.
I reckon London were just worried that Tottenham were going to carry on being undefeated.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird one because I don't think there's been any, like, no one said, like, you can have a day off. But I think some companies are like, if you need a day off.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems a bit like a step too far. Like,
Well, if anyone in my family dies, you know, you might get a day off through
Yeah.
pulling a sickie, but you're not like, you know, no one would give a fuck if you worked in Amazon or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So this one gets 12 days.
and that's what I mean. Let's not forget, she was 96.
It's probably gagging to go, to be honest.
Well, she met
Gagging.
she met Liz Truss, didn't
Where's
she?
Philip?
She met Liz Truss and was
I'm
like,
out.
fuck
I'm
this
out.
shit.
Done with it.
Did Liz Truss go to the Queen and then now she's gone to the King straight after? Like, did she go?
I saw a video
She
of
was-
her curtsying. Does anyone see that?
No,
And
but
they
I
said
can imagine it being a
They
joke.
said,
Oh,
it looks like she's nodding one back to the keeper. It's,
Oh,
it's
wow.
so...
Oh,
How can you
wow.
get that wrong though? I don't even get that. Like she might. Oh, I don't know. But what I was thinking as well. Remember there was the big parade or whatever with the Queen, and
The
she was a
Jub-
hologram.
Jubilee.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jubilee. She was a hologram.
In the
I
carriage.
reckon she was ill then.
Probably,
Yeah, she's been quite ill on and off, I think, over the last few years.
Yeah.
What I didn't, because I was thinking today, like, surely there's a point in time where you can, like, stand down. Like,
Yeah,
kind
innit?
of
Like,
resign,
why are
like-
you still doing that?
Got a clause in, innit?
Because, you know,
I'm not letting
yeah,
go.
she is, you know, yes, she's not a normal woman, but she is just a woman. Maybe she just wanted to spend time with, like, her grandkids.
Well,
Instead of,
one
like-
of them. The other one's left the family in a sense.
Yeah. Megan didn't show up, did she?
Should not.
No, she didn't go to Balmoral.
Yeah.
But that's
Probably weren't allowed.
such a mad one that like obviously he's even stated like he was like I've left this family because I didn't want the same thing to happen to Megan that happened to my mother. You know, whether that's press based or whether that's family based, whether it's racist based, you know what I mean? It's a very it's like to just be like, oh, I'm not going to be a member of my family anymore. You think there must be some fucking things going on there. The Crown's probably just touching on lightly.
That's the thing. I mean, they, you know, over the years, maybe less recently, kind of publicly, like the monarchy did some fucked up shit to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the Queen's apologised for shit, but that doesn't really change anything for a
No,
lot
it
of
doesn't.
people.
It's done, isn't it?
But people just seem like people have seemed to have forgotten that over the past few days.
Yeah. Well, it's highlighted everywhere that she's dead.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, her service, I don't think you can unrival that. You know, she obviously worked very hard, did something that was kind of forced upon her to a degree.
Yeah, she was young. She was like 20.
Very young, yeah.
Yeah. And the king's brother didn't want to do it either, did he?
No.
He backed out. How did we find out?
Oh my god. So on Thursday we was at Secret Cinema, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And have you guys been to Secret Cinema before?
I've not, but I've heard amazing things.
Yeah,
Have
I've
you,
been,
you've
yeah.
been. So, you know, just a quick summary. They basically create a world based around a film. They've got actors. So it's like immersive theatre, I guess. So everyone gets dressed up. You go, you can do like missions and different things. Anyways, this geezer was flirting with Ryan all night. One of the actors.
Yeah. He started off with like a aerial on his head. And we thought that was quite normal because he was like, I'm a robot.
Yeah.
And it suddenly switched to here. And he was like...
And he was like, yeah, hitting Ryan with his aerial dick.
Yeah.
But
How did that make you feel?
Interested a little bit, maybe.
2022, my
Never
boy.
banged a robot. Interested, especially in aerial.
You definitely are on that.
Bit of a
Flex.
pegging. So yeah, it was interesting. I ran afterwards.
But he's gone, oh, meet me at that door in 4 minutes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, sweet.
Getting even more kinky, you know what I mean? It's like, Charlie, I'll be back soon.
So
Sounds like Burger and you, boy.
Huh?
Sounds like Burger.
I want to go into your Berghain story.
Next.
Oh, I only got the side of this earlier.
Yeah, we can later.
But so we've met at a door. There was like the group of us and like another group. He's brought us into like this secret room, and that raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. I've actually haven't
Rocket.
seen it.
Yeah, Rocket.
Yeah,
He's an absolute G.
He
Yeah.
is. He's popped up
He
on a
was today
screen.
as well.
He's popped up on a screen, and you know, it's talking to us. It's actually a live feed with Rocket, and he's gone, oh yeah, I hear you're grieving on Terra because you've lost your queen, and we all just all looked around at each other like, what? Like, obviously we heard she was like ill.
Yeah.
No, he goes, no, the thing is, we was all piping up because it was like, they was like, meet a celebrity in it. And it was like, then he'd come on the screen.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't shut up. So he was like, oh yeah, you fucking there, whatever. Get
Yeah.
into it. And then he was like, you lot seem pretty happy considering your queen's just fucking died.
And we're just like, oh.
Shit.
Well, that's how we found out. Rocket told us.
So yeah, I don't think anyone in the world has been told by a rocket on a TV, really.
I reckon many people have been told by
By a rocket on a TV.
a raccoon.
Oh, piece of a rocket. Rocket on a TV. Sky News and that. Come on.
Gang.
I'm actually impressed how like they managed to keep it under the lid because I believe it happened early afternoon on Thursday, and obviously they didn't announce it till like it was like 6:15 or something.
Yeah.
But didn't BBC like lock off their whole fucking
Yeah,
program
one
from, like, 1 o'clock?
one guy kind of slipped up. Is it Nicholas Wishaw or something? I think he's like the
Oh, you'd hate to be that
royal
guy.
family correspondent, and like you could hear he was kind of like holding back. He kind of said something that made it sound like it was already done, and then he like went back on his.
Well, the BBC got into black tie.
Yeah.
We saw that, didn't we, on the way there? But then we was in secret cinema with no phones, so no one knew. But then I wasn't really too bothered until it came back up with the.
I mean, he also
Okay.
called that the guy that was in the other group. He was like, "Oh, you're pretty simple, aren't you?" And like that guy didn't really like it, did he?
No.
Was he simple?
I mean, who
Not simple,
am I to
simple.
judge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
You did say afterwards that guy's fucking.
I don't have a wig. I'm no one to judge.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, it was a pretty sick night, to be honest, to find out that at the same time. Not that made it better. God rest us.
We were supposed to be obviously, so it was Mercury Awards.
Yeah.
I was meant to be there as well.
So like some of our team were there, and I think they're about to bring out like starters, and they pulled it. We were supposed to be throwing a big after party for one of the artists. We also had to pull that. Like, it obviously had a big knock-on effect. I think had we not been in a pandemic for the past 2 years, they probably would have tried to shut down
Everything.
pubs,
Everything.
restaurants,
Yeah,
etc.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, but I think they held back on that because I think they just know people.
I don't
they're
think
like,
people
nah.
will fucking do it. Like, it's fucking mad.
I think I'd be more sad if Drogba died. Honestly, thinking about it, like if Drogba passed away, I'd be like, nah, I'm actually so sad. Like that night in Munich.
What Drogba, bro?
That night in Munich.
Oh my
To be
god.
fair, someone asked me like, when do you think something will happen like this again in
Yeah.
our country? And I was like, when David Beckham dies.
Oh.
Didn't you say?
Nah,
That free kick
Ronnie
against
surely.
Greece. Huh?
Ronnie surely.
What's
Actually,
the
no, it's got to be this country, innit? Someone that's English.
Rooney.
Rooney. I reckon Beckham will be bigger than Rooney.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I swear you said to me as well, though. Was it you that said to me, you better get that statue thing ready because when Philip died, was it you that said that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah,
Said,
because
you better get that ready because she's gonna die soon.
yeah, because we had
You
in
got a broken
20
heart, yo.
in 2021 at Boardmasters, we had crisis comms in place. Like we had a
Saying
plan.
that,
We had a
yeah,
plan in
yeah.
place that if she died, like we'd probably have to like cut the show,
Shit.
Oh.
like move everyone off site. Obviously, I wasn't involved in that because I would have been like, nah, let's carry on.
It's what she would have wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Rave up.
We were having a conversation and we were like wondering whether she did certain things during her tenure. Like, did she like get dressed up in a fake mask and like go out raving, or like did she watch Home Alone during Christmas? Like, did she do normal shit that normal people
I
do?
reckon she watched all of The Crown.
Nah.
Yeah, because they weren't happy about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Because
She doesn't have to watch that.
Well, look where it's going. It's going to go to fucking Andrew soon, Epstein, and all that lot. I mean, I doubt after this they'll fucking continue really, but they weren't happy with it at all. So you can imagine your whole life being played out by people you're not really in contact.
why didn't they just pay to stop it? Because isn't that what they?
I think they
generally
just yeah. Maybe they paid the 12 million before. Didn't have anything left.
They run out of
Andrew,
money.
are there any more of them? You know what I mean? He's probably a bit worried now. His mum's gone as well.
She's en route to London today, isn't she?
The way you said that, she's en route in a coffin.
In Uber.
Yeah. That's all they got left.
Prius soon comes.
I mean, we're all cracking up about an old lady that's died here.
Yeah.
She had a good innings, man.
Yeah, she
Fuck
done
me,
well,
did
innit?
she? She had a mad life.
She had
I
a good
would say.
innings, man.
Yeah.
You gotta celebrate life at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, how many hard days graft did she ever have to do? Did she have to wake up at 6 a.m. in the
Didn't even
cold?
get dressed.
That's what I mean.
People got them dressed. People dressed her.
Did you see Charles the other day when he went up to his desk and he's like moved it? Like he's so. Did you see that video? No. It's like.
It's because he can't pick anything up.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Aww.
So if you were born, like, would you rather not live the life you live now, but like, say, would you be a king if you could?
I am a king. We're all kings.
We're all kings.
We're all kings.
Rise up.
Right now. I ain't got a tune for that one, but still. But like, if she didn't have a choice in a sense. She was young.
I would have a swing at it.
You'd have a swing.
Of course you would.
You can't say
Who
no
else
to
would?
that.
Yeah, you're stupid to say no.
If you get to pick before you go in, you know what I mean, or the game or whatever.
I
Like,
just think they just all get caught up and manipulated. Like if you watch, TV, for example, like it's generally designed on shit that's happened before, stories that have happened in the past time.
yeah,
Like the story always is that this person in power, whether it's a king, president, prime minister, queen, are being manipulated by other people, whether that's kind of like within their circle or big companies. Like, just be courageous. Don't let people push you into doing things that aren't going to benefit the people, which is who you're supposed to be representing.
yeah. But what do you think about the people that do speak like that, like me and him?
Like Universal.
But like we were talking about Andrew Tate, innit?
Were we?
Well, yeah, we were.
Were we?
So when?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Are you asking
You're a
whether
fan, innit?
Huh?
Andrew
rate him?
Tate,
Nah.
because he speaks up?
No. I'm saying about deplatforming. So in the sense of like, if you look at Boris telling you to get fucking kettle right, and then Thingy trying to get you, and then how they speak to the public, to where people speak to the public directly through social media or anything else. I don't think the Queen has ever spoke like that. It's a scripted all the time way of speaking in a narrative
Yeah.
of what they're doing. So how I look at it is like, what do you think about people that do speak in that?
But don't you think that Andrew Tate's speaking in a narrative?
To-
And
to- in
playing
certain
up
points, yeah.
up to a character.
But who would you say? Obviously, he's not going to be anything close to people that used to speak up. You know, like John Lennon or things
Martin
like that.
Luther
Like
King.
Martin Luther King, yeah, like people like that would spoke up. Well, even in this day and age, I'd say Black the Ripper was that kind of guy.
Yeah, shout.
You know?
Good shout.
Because it's branded as social media or social influence or things like that. What they're saying is kind of tarnished because of the platform they're kind of on.
I disagree with that. I think Andrew Tate was basically inciting violence towards females through men. Like, so I think
Do you not think a part of what's come out into the mainstream has been manipulated by other people, and like in conversations that he's had with on podcasts or on shows or just with his brother have been chopped and made to seem like he's saying a certain thing when there's actually like a whole backstory behind that one clip that you've seen.
Yeah, possibly, but I think you then need to be smart and not let yourself be in that situation.
Yeah, I hear
like
you.
I think
I hear you,
what I'm
but-
trying to say is, like Martin Luther King, for example, like, you know, yes, maybe there was kind of violence off the back of some of the things that he said because of the situations that those protests got into, but I think he was never someone that like was pushing for that. Like I think he always
No.
struck like an empathetic chord of like, we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do this our way. And if like people try and push you into doing certain things, try not to react.
Yeah.
Like so, I think it's just a like.
Well, I agree with the words that you use could be extremely powerful. When he died, Martin Luther King, the only town that or state that didn't riot was the state that Bobby Kennedy done a speech at. And it's the one where it's putting loads of drum and bass things as well and shit like that. But it's the one where he's like, my brother was killed and he was also killed by a white man. And that was the only place out of the whole of America that didn't riot. So his words were powerful enough to change the way people thought about what actually happened.
Also, like comparing like the two, like Andrew Tate and those public figures from back in the day, I think it's important to understand that people's attention spans were a lot better back then. And I think like with Tristan and Andrew, I mean, this is not me fucking backing them at all, but I think they were clever about
back your
it.
boys.
He's your boy, bro.
He's your
That's why you're sitting
boy.
quietly
He's
waiting
your
for the
boy.
moment.
But I feel that's why you're trying to egg me on, isn't it?
Wow.
No, but I do
Preach.
You still shifted it.
I do feel like they were clever about it in a way that they knew that the only way that they're gonna fucking grasp people's attention and to become the figures that they are in the public eye now is to be as fucking rogue as they possibly can, because nothing like lighthearted or nothing fucking political is ever gonna break through to the mainstream nowadays, and no one really gives a fuck. So I feel like they've just gone, right, we're gonna have to go full fucking left. Like, I'm talking past Ealing kind of left. You get
It's more right, I guess.
well, yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah.
He
Sideways.
invited like 100
Crab team.
100 of his warrior programs. Like, he invited 100
I
guys.
saw that.
100 of them, right?
I saw
and
that.
didn't tell them nothing, and then just gave them a piece of paper that said, tomorrow you're fighting an MMA fighter.
Against a professional fighter.
Yeah, and all they had was a yes or
Yes
a no,
or no.
and they all ticked yes, and they all fucking next day
They got
did it.
fucking battered.
Battered.
Yeah,
battered.
But he says after, he was like the point, like he knew the point of it wasn't to give them the idea that they had a chance. It was just at some points in life, you have to go in something knowing that you're going to lose, but you will come out a better person. Do you know what I'm saying? And that sort of side of him I do kind of respect, but obviously,
I mean, I don't know enough about him. I don't really know his motives. But I guess you do have to question, like, are you doing this for like clout, likes,
He is, yeah.
follows?
No, 100%.
he said it publicly. He's like, I'm going to be the most famous person I am,
subscriptions, isn't it?
so I can then build my own platform after.
But then what you need to be careful is that we live in a time where people are easily manipulated.
Yeah, it's
like,
going to
acceptable.
have a terrible ripple
yeah.
effect. Yeah,
Like people like me and you might take some good from what he says and actually like achieve some greatness with it, but then there's other people that might just take a ton of the bad.
You're
make it
100%
even
right.
worse,
And when
Kids. Kids.
Please watch that live.
But it's also, with anyone with, over the age of 18, 21, whatever you want to say, will recognise that he's playing a character as well. And like a lot of the shit he says, he's just, talking shit or playing up to the character.
As well, though.
Yeah.
And then, say that again?
I think some people in a different position, depressed, incel.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
That's what those trigger words are
Yeah.
homing in on that kind of person. As
Yeah,
well.
no, 100%. I totally agree. I totally agree.
But there's some points I've resonated with him in a sense where I thought, yeah, that's
Like the
kind of
flat earth
true.
stuff.
Yeah,
innit?
cool.
No, globetard. You hate that though.
I don't hate that.
You do.
I don't.
I'm trying to get you on something with it. But I think my point is that I don't think he said anything really on the point that anyone he could be breaching a law for.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be deplatformed.
He's just getting too powerful. That's all.
But also by all platforms in one weekend. It's like they've all shook hands and said, yeah, we're going to take him off. And then my worry of the circle of cancel culture is not just the point that if you say something, you'll get cancelled. It's that people are too scared to say something because they'll get cancelled.
Yeah.
So it's a double-ended sword. Like you can't win with that situation. And I think where I was talking about words, it's different with, if you look at him in his 30s or whatever age he is to Russell Brand, how Russell Brand communicates now, he says the same political stance, the same kind of things, but says them in a very different way to appeal that he's not exactly saying that himself. He's overlooking it.
But surely that's why Russell has like a cult following, which is a big cult following, but a cult following rather than an actual fucking like I am a public figure, I am the most famous person in the world, sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Russell Brand does say the same things, but in a much more clever way.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I think that comes with time.
But like,
and how to express.
is matey boy on building site watching Russell Brand's podcast? No.
No.
Watching Andrew Tate on TikTok though.
Yeah, exactly. There's a big market for Andrew Tate, I would say. Well, I put Andrew Tate on the table talks yesterday, and two geezers in a van, and it was like, what did he say? Something like, "We fucking love Andrew Tate." That's a giant farce. I wiped it off after that.
But I guess equally to your point about like you're watching clips that have been cut up, so you take them out of context. That's how a lot of people are digesting.
Yeah. Of
so
course, yeah.
This dangerous.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
I think Andrew Tate is a product of like a lot of like the left's media and stuff like that, and you know, men feeling a certain way and feeling like masculinity is demonized or traditional masculinity is demonized, and I think someone like that is just a product of that. And then that's why he got such a following, because it seemed to resonate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it's mad.
But I think males are feeling a lot in that way sometimes with this masculinity kind of thing going on now, or toxic masculinity. Like, that's the whole thing. You don't say toxic femininity as much as you say masculinity.
Yeah, but I think
it's a good thing.
Like,
to be
I
masculine.
think people still want masculinity, like male and female. Like, but there's a balance of delivering it right. And
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, like, some horrible men have put people through some bullshit. So maybe we just need
100%.
to fucking wear it.
Just wear it.
We just need to wear it for a bit and try and work out how to deal with it without like pushing back in a negative way.
Yeah. What was your Bergkamp story?
I mean, there's been a few.
Is it that hard to get into?
Go on a Sunday.
I swear Elon, I'm not going to say his last name, but you know what I'm talking about. I swear
Elon Musk.
Wait, why won't you say his last
Because I always get it wrong.
It's not even hard, brother. M-U-S-K, blood. Do you know what I mean?
M-U-S-K, bro.
Don't laugh at his disability.
Disability, yo.
Bro, I've got ADHD. You can laugh at what I
I didn't get it.
It just comes out.
Not a competition.
I didn't get the signal.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, I noticed. But I thought
Apparently he
I
got turned away, though.
Really?
Yeah, that could just be it.
I don't know.
I'd turn.
But I remember the first.
Just to say you did, innit?
I remember the first time I
You'd be on
went.
mushrooms on the door.
I remember the first time I went. Literally the first thing I saw as I walk into the main room, it was just this bird with her arms up against the wall with like 20 men in a line behind her. Yeah, and I'm just watching this. Like, what's gonna happen? One guy walk up, piper, disappear, go skank. Next guy walk up, shouldn't move, blood. Shouldn't move, just there, whole time.
Right.
Whole time. About 20 man behind it, and I'm like,
Do you think they're wrapping up as well?
do you know what? I did not look that closely.
Liar.
I was first in line. I was all 20 men.
With like a moustache and then like the glasses.
I would just change my gimp mask to a different colour.
Were you on shrooms or?
What, shrooms in there?
Yeah.
No, I was on Jillies though.
Okay. Sure, you weren't just piping a wall.
Could have been.
Pipe on the wall.
Could have been. I also pissed in the guy's mouth during the same night as well. It was great.
Okay.
But
Wait, what?
okay, guess we're just gonna move on.
There's a guy in the toilet that's just after you're done or during, just on his knees asking you to piss in his mouth. And I was
Like next to the urinal.
yeah, and I was like, fuck it, go on, I bet this.
Didn't give him all, just like back end. Oh my god.
Imagine you got stage fright.
Just shriveled up out of nowhere.
It's not usually like this. I swear.
I actually need to piss now.
I do I do as well.
Get on.
What is the queuing process like though?
Sunday's quite easy. You can get in quite quickly, but I
it's-
mean, you can be waiting from. You can. It honestly depends, man. And there's like a Berlin live Instagram thing now where people are like, so you follow this page on Instagram. They'll like add you as an admin, and then when you go to Berghain, you can put up on a story saying, "Oh, the queue's this long.
Yeah, yeah.
And it can be anything from an hour to 6. Do you know what I mean?
But they're not letting everyone in. Are they coming to grab people from the line, or is it like?
No. So it's just one in.
Oh, okay.
And it is just random selection, just on the day if they like you or not. Yes or no.
Why did you say Sunday then? Sunday's always the best
Sunday's
bet.
a bit quieter, yeah.
Mm.
And
I think it's a day when like you've got less like tourists. And
less tourists.
Have you
It's,
been?
it's also 'cause it's open.
No.
It's open at just like it's open 24/7 just throughout the weekend, and like it's just Sunday's the day when everyone's like finishing up. So yeah, less busy. Just walking on Sunday.
So that's the craziest shit you've seen in there. Was that lighthearted?
Probably crazy shit I've seen in there.
yeah.
I mean, there's just people shagging all the time.
Apparently, Burning Man's like that as well. There's like,
Really?
yeah,
There's orgy tents and stuff.
yeah. But like this girl I used to work with, she said that there was like a dentist place, like a dentist hut or whatever, and the guy just like has a thing for teeth. It's like what?
It's like out here pulling them out.
I don't know where it went with that. Like, but I was just like, why is that? Like, this guy's just set it up, and he just like looks at people's teeth.
Well, the point is,
I think
you're
it could get
you're supposed
crazier.
you're supposed to trade, like, so you take something.
Yeah, no.
have a
Apparently that's
thing.
bollocks as well, though.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, people are always going to take money. but
Yeah, you're in a fucking desert. Like, oh shit.
I'll trade you this paper.
A
for
bunch of guys
it.
I knew, their thing was naked cricket. So like
What?
every couple of hours, they just roll up, take their clothes off.
And play naked
Start
cricket.
playing.
Nah, surely you're wearing a box or something, bro. You know what I mean?
That's dangerous.
Foam balls or something. You can't be using real cricket balls and that.
They got rewarded.
Yeah. Do you hear about the guy that he was on acid, and he ran into the Burning Man at the end of it and died?
No.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
Sounds like he wanted some attention.
Well, he got it.
You're a dickhead.
Not as much as the Queen. Yeah, but that's fucking nuts. Like,
Where is it again?
Burning Man, Nevada desert.
Out of the desert.
Yeah. I want to do it, but like I feel like that kind of.
But where is that? Ohio? Idaho.
But where it is, Nevada.
Vegas, right?
Nevada.
Nevada is the state,
Isn't it
It's
the?
just outside of LA.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like in between LA and Vegas.
Yeah.
No, Vegas is
Nevada,
in
innit?
Nevada.
Yeah,
Because
Vegas,
Vegas,
Nevada.
is Nevada,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we're all good
Alright,
fucking
it's
geography.
somewhere there,
As good as my spelling. Yeah, it's in the desert though. I think that's probably the wildest festival because you can get sandstorms for fucking days.
And there's nowhere to get water in it. You've got to bring your own, apparently.
Yeah, but you can also be like a builder in it. So you could like think of a structure that you want to build and take there and go there like 2-3 weeks before. I was thinking about that, but then I was thinking, do I want to fucking be in a desert?
I don't think I could do that festival, man. I'd like to see it.
I don't
from
even
the
like being
outside
on the
perspective,
beach
but-
with
Do you know
sand
what I
around your
mean?
bollocks that much. Do you know what I mean?
They're
Like-
antsy on the beach. Can you spend time on the beach? Can you just chill on the beach for hours?
It's not really my thing. I'm not gonna
No.
lie. I get so restless.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah,
What about you?
yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
Beach
I can see you as a beach man.
I've got more into it. But
I
I'm
can
like,
see you as a beach man.
I'm like in and out the
Proper
city.
English,
In and
man.
out the city.
Yeah, yeah.
In and out the city. Yes,
Yeah, you-
laying there red lobster.
To be fair, you got to dip in and out of the sea.
Yeah, putting oil on, like I'm gonna get a suntan.
No, but I'm in the sea. I'm trying to do like handstands. Like if there's a ball, that's me. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm
Headers.
in the shallow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be.
Well, I go in to see my brothers a lot. And then my other, why is that funny? Don't go straight to that. That's bad, bro.
No, it's just your delivery.
The delivery was.
It's like it was about to be mad compelling.
Well,
That caught
there is
me
one.
off guard, bro.
There is one thing that my
I
brother
go in the
does.
sea with my
He does.
brothers. And then there was just like half a second of silence there. That was bad.
That caught me off guard.
So,
bro.
oh, cool, man.
He does play dead
It's
one
really
of them though. He literally lays like that
Really?
in the water. My stepdad watches him and he's like, he looks back at me like this. He's like, fucking prick. Because he don't know. And there was years ago. There's like we go to the end of the coast, like, and there's this little kind of, part here, and there's always a lifeguard on this corner. And where this rockery is, it's like a quick tide that goes there. My brother actually got caught in it, and my stepdad had to run in and save him, like he didn't fucking drown. So now he fucks with him, like he's fucking laying there.
Boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna happen one day.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Well, he
no.
did, and then he started it afterwards. So he's a bit different. In your Mac. He's 18 soon though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that weird for you?
It's weird how quick time goes.
Yeah.
And it's only evidential when something like that happens. You're like, fucking hell. Or you tell someone else and they go, what?
Yeah.
Where they haven't seen the process of them growing
Yeah,
up for so long. Yeah, I think age for me is a mad one as well. Like, I don't feel like I actually am going to get older. I'm hoping I don't.
I know what you mean, but you are. You are. Just to let you know, bro.
If I keep thinking it though, do you reckon? Maybe.
If you keep thinking,
There's so much
I
shit
think
now,
that's the
though.
one thing that you can't manifest, that you will stay young forever.
But there is so much shit now. Like, I'm seeing, like, you know, they're working on a pill that's going to allow you to live. You know, the whole thing about a lot of this is like, you know, live forever.
If this was the case, the
Age.
Queen would still be alive.
Please watch that fucking thing, bro.
What are you asking if I'd live forever or not?
No, but I mean, I think Joe Rogan said the other day, like, that if you're 30 now, there's a possibility that you could quite easily live to 150.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like what, another 3 times what we've already lived through. Which, to be fair, I don't
I think financially I'll be fucked.
Bro, you're already fucked financially.
Thanks for letting everyone know.
Subscribe to his Patreon.
Please. Have any of you guys seen Nope?
Yeah, I thought it was shite.
I haven't.
Is
I
it?
haven't
I thought it was dead.
Conflicting.
So
I won't.
if you want, I can go use the bathroom.
No,
and
you're blessed. I
Carry on.
won't spoil anything. Yeah.
Yeah, if you need to go, go. Though.
Yeah, I need to
yeah,
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet, bro. I'll meet you at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do the sound though.
Are we carrying on? Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that content on Patreon for.
Trust me.
Leave it open. Fucking need a bit of a breeze.
Have you seen it? No.
Yeah.
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, fuck off, Sam. So you know when the fucking. Make sure I'm not talking too loud. You know when the supposedly spaceship thing becomes. When we find out it's not a spaceship, it's an actual. After I found out it was a living thing, bruv, I was like, nah, I'm out.
Why?
I was like, this is dead.
Why?
Too much, bruv. For the first half
So
of the
if it was a
wanted
ship
aliens.
and it had aliens on it, you'd
I would have been
fine
like
with it.
sick. Why does it look like it's got a fucking tent coming out of it? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Why is it swooping down? Like what? Why is it aware?
I thought it was sick.
Did you? I
it was
thought like
sick.
stylistically and like I thought it was shot really well. I thought the acting was fucking gorgeous. But I've always, do you know what? I think I've got like a little vendetta against Jordan Peele. Anyway, I love him, but even like prior to him going into film, when he was even like, you fans of Key and Peele, right? I love Key and Peele, yeah, but
That's the director.
yeah.
Yeah. Get Out and
Yeah.
Us.
But he did a Comedy Central series called Key and Peele, and they were like,
Oh, yeah.
there's like half an hour of little skits.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hilarious.
And like
that.
half of the it's jokes,
really
jokes,
hilarious,
but
that.
your delivery today is even bad. It's top,
Nice top.
Right, but like half of the skits,
I'm gonna carry it on.
half of the skits. I like half of the
Let him
skits.
speak.
Half of the skits in Key and Peele are a bit over the top.
Yeah, of
Do you know what I
course,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's funny, then you go over and you're like, what you doing?
Oh, what you think? Like they go to like
A bit- it's just a
they
bit
mind
too
the joke too much, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
And I
do know what
kind
you're
of felt that with Nope a little bit.
saying. Okay.
I
I thought it
found
was really good.
I found it was good, but I think the delivery. I think your
Much
point. You know,
delivery,
why was it like this? If he explained more what it was,
Then
it probably wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, it's artificial intelligence, it's flying around, it's its own organism, that's why it's moving and doing this. That would have been like, okay, cool, we know what it is, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, it was a bit like, Get Out is so, like, clever.
Yeah.
And I found it was a
Unbelievable
bit loose on how clever it could have been,
Yeah.
you know. But the craziest, I can't say anything more now anyway.
I need a piss.
Yeah, go on.
It's a good film, yeah, though. Would you recommend?
I mean,
Yeah, I'd
it's-
recommend it. I'd recommend it.
I highly recommend it.
I would just say it's a bit like with Guy Ritchie, you're not going to beat Snatch or Lock, Stock. So, like, Get Out, I think, is, like, the best fucking... You know, I can't say what his whole
Yeah,
career process was going to do, but it's
He
that's
started
just-
off with a flyer.
They
and he's
always
going to be
do, like,
compared.
yeah.
Like all his films are going to be compared to that.
To that.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
That's a hard thing, though, because we make those comparisons. Obviously, you put...
But we're the watchers.
Yeah, true, but, like, I don't... if you're going to compare something to something else, then...
It's someone's work, though.
Maybe you're not going to experience it as you should be experiencing it. They meant for it to be experienced.
Kind of, but without comparison, what is there, in a sense? You know what I mean? Oh, okay, I saw that. That was great.
Yeah, but you're just...
See anything else like
you're
that?
You're in the moment, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I think
That
watching the
if
film.
that film was standalone, say if that was his first film, for example, like you may think about it in a different way. Which I guess,
There are moments in it that were fucking amazing.
yeah.
You know, I won't say what it is, but
I really enjoyed that film.
that part.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
See-
I was like, that was the craziest part of the fucking film.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
100%. That was so realistic as well.
I wasn't sure that the film had started at that point. Do you know? Because obviously
At the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like so cryptic. You know nothing.
But
What's
yeah.
a film that's hit home lately then? Yeah, please.
a film lately.
I watched Bullet Train yesterday. That was a piece
I
of
haven't seen
shit.
it.
I haven't watched that.
Moneymaker
I was
film, man.
looking forward to that.
Let's put everyone into it.
I mean, Top Gun 2 is sick.
Top Gun was so good.
I haven't seen it yet.
I just
Gun
find
was
it mad
so
that they all learnt to fly planes.
Yeah,
Tom
insane.
Cruise was like, you all need to learn.
I think
He's fucking amazing, man. I think he's
Yeah.
fucking what?
crazy
like,
person. He's so sick.
Need to all get on Scientology. It's those levels, man.
I think Miles Teller in that film, because he was, they were around planes so much and flying planes, he got really like unwell, like could have died because there was like I think jet engine fuel or something entered his bloodstream and shit because he just breathing it in constantly, I guess.
That's the thing these days.
But apparently he goes up to Tom Cruise and he's like, oh yeah, I went to the doctors, this is what happened. I've got jet fuel in like inside my body kind of thing. It's entered my system. He's like, listen, brother, I was born with jet fuel.
My man's so gassed.
I love him. Tom Cruise is
so
joke.
gassed.
I think he's so good.
Just because you met him, innit?
Come on, man. It's my boy. It's my boy. Just like you and Andrew Tate.
Yeah, come on. My guy.
Team up.
I cut that. I saw a film
I'll
called...
cut it in the way that they cut his video.
Yes.
There'll be a tune.
So-
Actually, just there, like Andrew Tate. Fuck the
I
globe.
saw a film called Prey the other day, which is the prequel of Predator. Have you seen that?
Oh, I've heard about
Mate, It's
it.
fucking lit.
Really?
Yeah, it's the best film I've seen this year, 100%. You should watch it.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah. That's all I've got to say.
I watched Beast. Not too.
That,
the
Idris
new- yeah.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
fucking shit.
I've heard mixed reviews though.
Yeah,
I feel like you
mean,
want to say the same.
It is what it is. Like the
was
film is what it is. It's not trying to be anything different.
What's it about?
Um,
No, it's that great.
huh? What do you say?
It's that great.
Well, it's just about there's like a man-eating lion, pretty much, and
Oh, okay.
it's kind
But
of
it's
a battle
like-
between his family and trying to get away from this lion, basically.
I don't think it's not like a normal lion. Like it fucks with you. Like it knows shit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
intelligent.
Why are you saying that they're seductive?
yeah. It's strange.
Just trying to spice things up.
Yeah. Came back from the toilet. It was like, hey.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing, man. Burgoyne stories.
Burgoyne and that.
Enfield stories.
They're probably worse. That guy's still in the toilet in his house, living life.
Oh wait, is this an actual something that's happened?
Growing up here was like shit pubs and really fucking odd clubs.
Yeah.
Like Ray Winston owned Rattlers. Like it was like this little bar. Did you ever go out in Enfield Town?
I went out more in Tottenham. I was more of a cable boy, so.
Well, it was like Rudolph's, and then it was like Opera House, and both of them were just really bad, really dodgy or bad. I remember once like I was in there off my tits on Mandy, and then when you just completely forget or you just black out for a while, and then I was in the toilets and the bouncers were in there, and then some kind of fight kicked off. With not really a fight. It was like bouncers' hands around my neck, and I was like, "This is definitely not. I didn't want to end up here." And then my mates come into the toilet, and we've like left. And then when you're just like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then my phone's gone, and then they won't open the fucking door. So it's like that. That was my experience of clubbing in Tottenham. I think that was the last time I kind of went round. Do you know what Opera House is?
Yeah,
Next to a police station.
Yeah.
And I remember there was another guy once outside of it, just like, I'm doing this for a reason. Suspense. He was in front of a cab, just going like this, like off his tits on pills, just like waiting, and the police are just standing there like, we should probably take him, but we're not going to. You know, it's just a shithole.
Yeah.
So that's really like what growing up around Enfield was like. You know, or pub wise, it was just as bad.
Pubs are worse, man.
Did you always grow up in Camden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our Enfield listeners. Subscribe to Patreon.
There's about 4 of them.
We're 2 of them.
Exactly. I'm moving the shed soon. Yeah.
Oh man.
Where'd you go up? Hitchin?
Yeah, Hitchin.
What was it?
Oh.
Hitchin was like, it had a good little pub circuit.
Was it rough?
I mean, we used to get in fights, but they weren't really like.
Hertfordshire
They weren't
fights.
very scary.
Soft.
You know.
Soft fights.
Yeah, you know,
Software.
we actually talking last night. We were outside near Club 85.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think we were picking up some fucking chicken from Punjab.
Come on.
And these like big brickies, like 5 of them were basically about to tip over this little mini. And we were like, we think that's like a friend of a friend's car. So we were like, oi, geezers, what are you doing? Leave it out. And they dropped this mini. And one of them walks over and he's like, yeah, cool lads, sweet, walks off. And then another one walks over with a fucking hand like fucking King Charles. And fucking just slaps Harry in the face, like just shot.
Backhand?
What,
backhanded
Harry?
him. He was
A
like,
violation?
backhanded him, was like, shut the fuck up. And then just walked off. And like at the time we're probably like
Like a sovereign imprint on his cheek.
yeah, we're probably like
With a single tear.
17, 18 and like yeah, I mean it was
Well, you just left it at that.
fuck bro.
Right, is that what?
Right, Sam,
Where
right
the
to your
tutors?
point.
I didn't even get slapped and I was frozen.
Yeah.
Like
I had that.
plus I was in the back, it was it was a 2-door saloon or whatever.
Yeah, I tried to get out.
I couldn't get out.
I tried to get out.
Yeah. I tried to swear.
Yeah, you was in the mini probably. No, but
So was it the friend's car?
Yeah. It
Oh,
was-
actually,
so
well,
we did, you know,
shit,
we
yeah,
saved
we
we
did,
saved
yeah,
the
yeah,
car
yeah.
and you know, Harry had to take a slap and you know.
Did the friend of
How was he
say
off?
thank you?
Well, he wasn't really that close, so I don't think he knew.
She's not gonna sleep with you, bro.
Wow.
But no, it was decent. It was fun. Like I was saying, like it was a good like band circuit.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. Like we used to go to this pub called the Red Heart, and you could do what the fuck you wanted in there.
Really?
Like there's many tales. Like it's quite historical. It's now some fucking shit gastropub.
Right.
I think everyone has that local or that nutty where it's like the old guy runs it or whatever.
The White Bear.
Yeah, the Broadway.
the
Did you
Boston.
ever go Broadway?
Nah.
The Boston in Tufnell Park.
The what?
Love
the
that.
Boston.
The Boston.
Whereabouts in Tufnell?
Across the road from the station.
I was there.
Yeah. Used to be mental,
Hey.
man. Just travellers in there, just mad.
What,
Fights
what
all the
other side,
time.
other side of the park or what?
No. Literally across the road from the underground station,
Okay.
like on the corner.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's mad.
Electrical shop now.
Great.
so.
No, it's just a gastropub. Shit though, load of shit. They just priced out all the locals, tried to like change their clientele, and now they do like £3 pints happy hour. They're trying to get. They realised that the fucking locals were the one that kept it alive, kind of thing. It's mad.
I saw the other day that they might be putting, or for pubs are saying to survive through the winter that they want to put pints up to £20.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Fuck.
I saw that as well. Yeah, for energy bills, boy.
So we're
They
going to
don't want to.
most people are going to be freezing and not able to drink through it.
potentially in the near future, pints could cost the school. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it something like don't we pay like a ridiculous amount of duty, like import duty on beer compared to like Spain and Germany?
Yeah, Spain's
Like,
pretty.
we're just
When I go
getting
to
our
my mum's,
fucking
it's pretty
pants
cheap.
pulled down.
Well, Brexit wise, you know, it changed that. But that's how I see it. Well, I mean, I think the winter is going to be fucking tricky, but I don't think. I remember Manchester actually had a £1 pub though,
Yeah, Manny's still pretty cheap.
99p a pint and stuff like that.
I paid fucking £6.20 for a Big Mac meal today. Completely off piece, but
I left that silent.
I'm still pissed off about it.
I can tell.
That's it.
To be fair, I feel like it's quite a good value for food.
What?
You know,
Six-
you got 2 patties,
Was it large?
three
get-
bits of bread.
That's if
It
it's
was an
food.
L, can't
Is it
lie.
really food?
It was an L for me.
Double entendre.
Double
Quite-
entendre.
Quite a few potatoes. You know.
Couple gurks. Come on. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you don't take them out?
Nah.
Leave them in, yeah?
I actually don't. I do take them out. I do take them out.
It's even less value for money.
They're there though, innit? They're there.
They're there.
Do you know what I mean?
So you just,
I
you,
paid
just
for them.
you shouldn't fuck with a Big Mac. You should just get the triple cheese.
Is that you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a Big
Triple
Mac
cheese.
just without the lettuce,
That is so true.
and it's like
Yeah,
£2.
I'm a dickhead too.
Right, what's
I saw
your McDonald's
Yeah, there was
order?
McDonald's wrapper
Oh yeah,
in
you
your
know
car.
the big fucking choice.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I go for
today.
this one or that one. Yeah.
Today when you picked me
Okay.
up, there's
No, I just don't eat dead things.
there's
But,
McDonald's in the back of your car.
Oh, you kind of do though, innit?
Yeah.
You don't eat meat. So dead meals.
What's dead? Just chippy all day. What do I eat that's dead? What do I eat that's dead?
He said all of your meals are dead because there's no meat in there.
No, I know he said that.
He gets the
I
joke.
get the
bro.
joke. You didn't need to fill in. That's not your point of co-host.
No, I'm joking. To be fair, I wish I had the willpower that you did.
You do though.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do about Alan?
I don't wish I
What am I going to do about Alan?
Like, as and when the time comes, you're gonna bury him?
You're
Yeah, I'll bury him. Bury him. Well, I mean,
you're
if I
gonna-
was a meat eater, there ain't much on him. It's mainly shell. I don't even know what's inside. Rock. The way he's moving around,
What
it's
you
like his
doing,
shell's
man?
fucking heavy as fuck.
What'd you say?
I was just repeating what you said. It's so funny.
No, I have a McPlant.
Is it good?
No,
Oh,
not really. You know what though? McDonald's, it does have the McDonald's burger taste. And like this,
plant.
yeah, and this guy Joey Carbstrong, who is like a vegan activist, he went around eating all like Burger King, KFC,
yeah.
all the ones
vegan
giving,
options.
giving the vegan options, and all his like not all his followers, but they all went against it in a sense. Like, why are you fucking feeding the beast in that sense? But I look at like, you know, I still like junk food. I still like the flavors. McDonald's still has. It is like a chemical burger. There is definitely a different flavors to those burgers than anywhere else.
Yeah.
But like they put the biggest fucking tomato in it, and it's just
I
dead.
hate a big tomato.
It's
in a
like
burger.
that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
the
and
worst.
it's like, you know, just trying to make it more healthy, and it's like it's dead.
Yeah,
I would
no.
love it to be like a double fucking cheeseburger. Like just make what you usually make. You don't have to
You
make.
can
it
go
different.
custom at McDonald's, you know. Not a lot of people know this.
Oh,
but
I'm
you
gonna
can,
be back every day now.
Can what?
You can go custom.
Yeah,
You could go in and be like, give me a Big Mac.
Yeah, you can, but you- they
put
usually-
that McPlant patty in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Hold
there
the
after
fucking
this then.
tomatoes.
Yeah. I was a bit like Big Mac is what I liked, or I'd have fucking. I was bad with McDonald's. I'd have like 5 cheeseburgers, a Big Mac meal, 6 chicken nuggets, and a chocolate milkshake. And that
That's
would be-
why you cut out meat. Yeah, got you.
You're talking my language, though.
Is that you as well?
Listen, I could
just
I could
eat.
murder McDonald's right now.
Right now.
I don't even like it.
Not after your £6.
You're
like, no, that's shit, man.
McDonald's. Really?
Fuck that clown.
He's long gone anyway.
Do you,
See?
Like, when do you ever see him in anywhere?
He was creepy though, innit?
He was bad.
Was
yeah.
creepy.
Creepy.
Do you not feel butters after McDonald's though?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's not
Horrible.
good energy food. I've seen one where it's like a guy working in the factory. And he's like, "This is what your chicken nuggets are." And it's just like a slab, and he's just like,
Oh
"This
no! Listen,
I've seen
don't,
that, it's so
don't, don't
grim.
tell me about that because I deliberately scroll past these videos for this reason.
And you're like,
I heard
Andrew Tate.
delivery. Call him the mailman. He delivering today.
But yeah,
So what?
yeah.
Last
Bring it.
meal on Earth, or like you're on death row, you know, for whatever reason, you killed your
McDonald's.
cheating ex's new boyfriend. I don't know.
So that's a hard one because
Last meal.
Part of me wants to go like fucking like sticky Vietnamese chicken with like some fucking garlic rice or some shit with a bit of parsley on top. But also I kind of just want some fucking wings from KFC. Do you know what I'm saying?
Both. No
I
compromise.
could have both as well.
Both.
I didn't even think about that.
Come
That's
on.
mad.
Come on.
Oh.
I can't do this.
Right.
Hey, that struck a chord.
Like, there's just too many options, right? You know.
Backed out. You
Like
can have loads,
I'm a
though.
big fan of pasta.
Oh.
Oh yeah. What kind of pasta? Like
mean,
white sauce,
All,
red
like,
sauce.
Mac and cheese is
You're a Mackie boy.
Mac's great.
Oh.
Fucking bolognese.
Oh.
I'm a sucker
You
for
know,
bolly still.
Yeah.
Little lemon butter sage
Mm.
ravioli.
Yeah. Come on.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go
You
wrong.
literally
Like,
can't go wrong.
Pizza's insane.
Pizza is a joke.
Tacos are fucking ridiculous when they're done properly.
Tacos, that's Mexican, bro.
Yeah, I'm just moving through.
Oh, right, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
he
cool,
did.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying
That's
to show you the problem. Fucking burgers, steaks,
Yeah.
jerk chicken.
What would you
Yeah.
miss? What would you miss the most? Because that, if you're on death row, that's the last thing you're gonna get, and like you're never gonna see it again. So what would you miss the most? If it got taken off the English market because the Liz Truss is too busy working with cheese right now.
Probably burgers.
Is it?
They just hit differently.
It's hard.
What if death row
Is everyone hungry right
Yeah,
now?
trust me. What if death row meals are replaced with people? Who would be the last person you'd see?
Wait,
the last-
hang on a minute.
The last person I'd
You be.
Wait, we're eating the person.
No. The last person. No. You're not eating no one, blood. You just got to see one person.
Vegan to cannibal.
One person. It's got to be Mumsy, surely not.
Can it be anyone?
Anyone. Even if they're not ready. Yeah.
Better Call Saul. It's getting me off. Let's go. Then I'm seeing everyone.
There you go. There you go.
Well,
Nah, it's got to be Mum, innit?
It's got to be Mumsy.
It's got to be.
it's probably my little sister.
Oi.
Nah, I don't have
That's
any
cute.
siblings.
Swear. how was that for you, bro?
I was live, you know.
Was it?
Nah, lonely at times. Let me not lie, but I'm good on my own now. I'm good in my own company.
now. Fair play.
Learning curve.
Fair play.
What about you, Rai?
I'm thinking. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be Alan, because he's still be.
He's not going to be around
What,
for much longer.
the philosopher or?
Nah, Alan. What?
30s.
Yeah, 30s. Nah, I reckon. I couldn't pick my mum over my dad or my dad over my mum. You know, couldn't you just
fair.
have both?
I don't have that problem.
And then I've got two
Yeah,
brothers.
Yeah.
And us.
And us.
Yeah.
All of us.
I mean.
All right. Let's
Right, let's just say we
this
get a minimum
catches-
of 5 people.
Oh, this is like the question: who would be at your dinner, dead or alive? You know, one of those ones.
Oh, too many, blood.
It's too many.
Just be a party instead of a dinner.
Jeez, afters. Afters at 2 packs.
Have you ever thought about your funerals though? Like what you would do?
I don't really want one. to be honest,
Celebration, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to party.
I'd like to be put in the ground, like under a fucking tree or something.
I'd
Not in
like
a
that.
box.
You can
Someone
actually be
fold
put in
me
a
up.
you can be put into a tree. Tuck it down. With my pizza, my pasta, and my burgers.
Do you know how much funerals cost?
Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
We're getting to that age when well, not that age yet, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, we're burying family member or whoever. Funerals are crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so expensive. Like, instead
Yeah.
of putting that financial burden on my family, just leave me in the garden, man. I'll be good. Just let me rot into the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'll be cremated or I don't want to be buried
Why?
because I feel like
I know what you mean. It's a bit claustrophobic. do you know what I'm
it's
saying?
also old. It's
I
also,
think you got bigger problems at that point.
but I also look at like yeah, yeah, you dead. Paul. But like, let me out. I did see an Irish funeral and they put a tape.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Let me out. You know,
Like knocking.
He's knocking on the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, for banter. I definitely want a funny fucking funeral. You know, like if it was to be cremation. But cremation's a bit.
It's
weird
like a
'cause it kinda
paradox
just-
from your life. Just no laughter.
What? You reached for that one, bro.
Sorry, man.
And you
reached
didn't
hard.
catch it. You didn't catch it.
Fell.
Hand was poor. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry
you
to
say,
the
bro.
sorry to the listeners. Apologies.
It's alright. It's alright. We got some more practice coming along the way.
Huh?
So we got more practice coming along the way. If you're going to be co-host,
I think I'm doing a
Wait,
good
if
you're great. Oh yeah, it's probation period.
We're all on trial. 3-month trial. Yeah.
Everyone's on trial. Every day you're alive. But, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to rein it in soon though because of the time that we
Started.
started. Yeah.
Before we go, have you lot seen like how Ireland have reacted to the Queen's death?
No.
Not happy.
Irish, huh?
They're happy in a sense. Aren't
It's mad.
So there.
The parties and shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
mad.
Oh.
Yeah.
they? What is the
they're
reason
going
for that
crazy.
again? Do you know the
just like through.
I mean, there was battles. In the sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was an Irish guy, the drunk, that came up to the table talk yesterday. And was like, respectful to a dead old lady, but fucking, he was about to.
But
spit.
he's happy, man. Oh.
Yeah, he was pretty angry,
yeah.
but he did have like white stripe on him as well. I think he was. He was
But
pissed off.
isn't that like obviously part of the reason there was probably a big divide was because of the monarchy in Ireland?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like
There's a lot of historic issues.
The IRA, Jeremy Corbyn. we have no facts.
You're supposed to do research on
I
these
didn't even
subjects.
try and chip in there. I was like, I don't know.
I'm not
good.
going
step
to
out.
do research on every unusual suspect,
Okay, well,
especially into the fucking
Let's
monarchy.
get Tron in here
Because I'm like,
check.
Yeah.
let's get another area where someone else can be. I think we
Tron
can
can be in
fit
here
it
and
in.
fact check. 'Cause
Yeah, we can do that.
And yeah, when you got someone like pulling up shit on the screen as well whilst we're talking.
Fact check.
Hey Tron, where you at?
Yeah, Tron. Well, I'll let him know. Yeah. It's Jamie basically, isn't it?
Yeah, even more work for Tron.
Carry.
I feel like
Really get him infused in it.
yeah, no. Honestly, if we switch places, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Got the
Secured.
job.
You've just secured a promotion.
My guy.
Yeah. But to research the whole entire monarchy, Andrew Tate, we could do that in about 10 minutes. But the monarchy and all the history on it is quite a lot. But definitely to pull out the facts, it would be good, because we all just kind of say one thing and then I don't really know where that's going.
The base rate of knowledge at all the time.
But yeah, has anyone got any shout-outs?
I've got a new single coming out.
Gang.
Haven't
Haven't you got a show tomorrow?
It's cool.
Or
Yeah, I'll get onto that.
alright, I'm just saying.
It's
I was
called
eager.
I'm Alive, and it's out October 5th. Check it out, you lot.
Gang.
Is that with is that the video as well?
That's with the video I shot yesterday, yeah.
Nice.
And I've got a show. Well, this is not going to be out before tomorrow, so what's the point of me talking about it tomorrow?
Just say the show I just fucking did was
The show
lit.
just
What
should have
about,
been
what about
hot.
your Seabright Arms show?
Nah, sack that one off. But I do have. That's really bad. It's just, to be fair, I'm playing I'm playing a charity gig on the 22nd of September at Seabright Arms. But sack that one off. And come to my headline show November 18th at Camden Assembly.
That's gonna be banging.
Yeah, I like that place as well. It's a sick little spot.
Yeah, it's nice.
Have you played Camden Assembly before?
I've played it bare, bruv.
But was you not like the last person to play it before Corona?
Yeah, that's
before
what
lockdown.
before first lockdown. Literally 2 days before.
Yeah, you was. Yeah, because we
Didn't we?
were
Yeah,
there,
we went.
yeah.
Yeah. And that guy outside was like, don't think it. He was like, oh yeah, I think it's quite bad, this virus and all that. And I was like, I'd be all right, mate. Don't worry about it.
2 days later,
Lock off. Yeah.
Lock off.
Yeah, so you was like the last
Literally,
person
yeah.
to play there. Yeah, that's it.
Sam, have you got anything? What's going on with the radio show?
Radio's going to come back online.
Yeah.
Summer got a little bit crazy. I got a little bit excited, so I didn't put much time into it. But yeah, maybe I'll probably aim to do the next show October.
Okay, cool.
Is that going to be a weekly show or monthly?
No, it'll probably still be monthly. It's mad how it's a lot of work to find
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I could do it weekly. I could definitely find the music, but I don't think I'd have the time. Maybe I can progress to that once I make it a more simplified format. I make these things hard for myself. So yeah, it'll be monthly. Probably drop end of October. Radio Club. But it'll be on all of my channels. Good Time Gang. We've got our residency at Peckham, Prince of Peckham. The next one is the 30th of September. I won't be there though, but still, you should go. It will be great. And then I think we've got two big ones coming up. October 25th and November 29th. We got Delish, who's a sick, up and coming DJ. She plays on Represents. I think she does Foundation. She's done loads of festivals this season, Secret Garden, etc. And then Floozy, he's just dropped a couple singles. He's going to be in November, so that should be good as well. But yeah, you can find all of that information on Good Time Gang.
Go on, the boy.
Banging.
Charles?
You saying, lad?
Yo, just shout out me in it. Yeah, just Instagram, try to wander up. Just living my life, man.
Working on that punctuality.
Yeah,
man.
That's why you're the wanderer, isn't it? Come at your house, you're like, oh shit, where we going? Just gonna start wandering around, and you eventually get on the bus.
You're a joke.
Shout
Yeah.
out, Carl.
I'll hold it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, lads, for
Thank
coming
you
on.
for having us, bro.
And this
Yeah,
show,
Thank you.
we're gonna try and
No.
rotate.
We are.
No, we will.
What was that?
We will.
Yeah, bad language. I apologise.
Yeah.
What was that?
What was that? What did you say?
Back in the room. so yeah.
He hadn't even finished.
What was that?
He just started.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. I'm thinking. If we try and do it Thursday to Sundays, and then we release every Wednesday.
Cool.
So every Wednesday we'll have Unusual Suspects, and it's going to be behind a paywall on Patreon. So big up. But yeah, sick lads.
Come on.
Should we go out with the Queen?
For the clap.
No, the claps when it stops.
Is that another Bergheim story?
Going out with a clap.
Say nothing.
Have some respect.
Yeah, we had all of that on this pod.
The written